Grabe, sobrang sarap ng pagkain. Good luck to me if I can move on. Ito talaga yung pinakagusto kong puntahan sa Japan. Hi co-travelers, welcome to the first season of Tuesdays with me, Raf of Raf Roads, a series where I compile all my travel experiences with the aim to help my co-travelers avoid the raft road and just have a smooth sailing trip. It doesn't matter if you're traveling alone or with someone. I made sure that it can benefit all types of travelers. To set your expectations, for season 1, we'll be covering Japan for 6 episodes. It will be all about the Kansai region. That is Osaka, Kyoto, Nara, and Kobe. I am thinking of putting up a bonus episode for Tokyo, but I want to know if you are down for that. Please let me know on the comments down below. I am posting Tuesdays, bi-weekly, 11:11 a.m. Manila time. Lastly, before we officially start this episode, please do me a favor and click that subscribe button. That would let me continue this compilation for you guys. So, if you find this helpful, share this with our co-travelers and join Raft Roads by subscribing and commenting. Let's get into the video. Japan has 4 major islands, but the common areas visited, and the one I am featuring, is the biggest island, which is the Honshu Island. That is where Osaka, Kyoto, Nara, Kobe, and Tokyo are located. Upon arrival in Japan, you have to make sure that you have these 3 things with you: IC card for transportation, pocket Wi-Fi to stay connected, and the installed Google Maps to navigate your way around. It will be your best friend, believe me. The trains in Japan are time-bound. It doesn't mean that when you were advised to take platform 1 earlier, it will be the same platform at a later time. It is possible that it will change the route, so always access it live via Google Maps to make sure. Getting Wi-Fi is something you should secure before going to the country. Take it from someone who doesn't rent Wi-Fi. I got lost a lot of times and wasted a few bucks getting extra train fare. For sure, there are great deals offered in your own country. Just key in pocket Wi-Fi on Google search and it will suggest you where to rent them. If you opt to get one upon arrival, there's a lot of options as well at the airport. Though, please take note that they only accept card transactions. SIM cards are a great option too, that can be purchased via cash. But make sure of 2 things. Your phone should not be locked to your local network, and its battery is still great because we all know that data connection costs a lot. For budget, I spent 50,000 pesos. That is just pocket money. I already booked my hostels and plane tickets prior to this trip. Personally, I thought Japan is an expensive country, but good service doesn't come cheap. I promise you, everything will be worth it, especially if you love to eat. I stayed in the country for 11 days, so I've divided my pocket money to 11. I had this rule of sticking to my daily budget and avoid borrowing from the next day's budget. I just give extra to the next day if I have savings from the previous day. With this, you may avoid overthinking if you are already overspending or depriving yourself. According to my research, it's only an hour trip from Kansai International Airport to Kyoto. But in my case, an example of me getting lost because I don't have Wi-Fi with me and my first time experiencing the Japan Railroad system, I got lost. I spent a good 3 hours going to Gion. So, I finally made it to Kyoto, and it took me like 3 hours from Kansai International Airport to here. I've read and watched plenty of content about traveling to Kansai, but not a single one did the same thing. I don't know if it's weird or worse, wrong, but since this content mentioned that Nara and Kobe are near to Osaka, as early as the first 2 days of this trip, I can already cross off my list the farthest one, Kyoto. So, the remaining 9 days, I'll be basing from Osaka. I'll expound on that more on the second episode. I have my reasons, okay? Going back to Kyoto, I've decided to stay in the Gion area. Apparently, after reviewing my itinerary for this city, I found out that almost all of them are in the neighborhood. So, staying in this area will save you a few bucks because everything is just walking distance. This hostel I stayed at is one of the best decisions I've made for this trip. This particular hostel is situated in this beautiful neighborhood in the middle of Kamo River in Yasaka Shrine. This might sound sponsored but it doesn't promise. Seriously, I recommend this one because everything is already available. Towels, toiletries such as shampoo and conditioner, soap, and many more. Even razors and comb are all provided. There's a water dispenser as well, so if I were you, I'll bring my flask with me so I can just get a refill. There, you save a few bucks from not buying bottled water and you sort of help the nature as well. For more information on how to book, you may click the link on the description down below. After taking a bath, because their shower rooms are really inviting. It's 4 p.m. Nandito ako ngayon sa Gion, sa Kyoto, and I'm ready to explore what the city has to offer. Ang ganda talaga nung nadaan ko kanina, kaya I'm very excited. Let's go. I started roaming around the neighborhood. Again, you may use your Google Maps to navigate around. Like what I've said earlier, almost 70% of the whole itinerary is just walking distance. Let me prove it to you. Kalinis pa sa loob ng bahay namin pa. I started with the Sanneizaka area and Shijo-dori. Since this is just literally outside the hostel, I got the chance to explore for restaurant options. As I checked the restaurants next to each other, I have decided to go for this ramen place. But that will be for later. I am not yet hungry, so I did some cardio first and get into the mood. So, to the Yasaka Shrine I went. This is just across from Shijo-dori. The entrance is free and it's open 24 hours. Since this is a shrine, it's better experience if you try to understand first how things work here. I learned mine by reading a few articles from japan-guide.com. In general, please know that shrines are places for worship, so behave calmly and respectfully. Always look for a purification fountain because you are supposed to clean your hands and mouth before approaching the main hall. There's a link in the description down below entitled Visiting a Temple or Shrines. Believe me, it's really interesting. You should all read it. As I walked towards the shrine, I saw this area. From above, you can already see the Yasaka Pagoda. It's really beautiful seeing it from above. This is the main reason why you want to visit Kyoto. You want to see these traditional houses. Few notes, always remember that we are just visitors, so we need to follow their rules. A lot of the traditional establishments there are residential. We always need to tone down our voices, and if it says no picture taking allowed, let's all follow. This area is the main reason why I stayed in Gion. My original plan was to go here early in the morning to avoid the crowd, but I failed to do it because I have an early morning plans ready for the next day. So, if you have the luxury of time, give it a try. And I've seen a lot of posts visiting it as early as 6 a.m. They say the mood is just amazing. Oh, by the way, in this area you will see a lot of rickshaws. I think this is very unique in Japan. And hey, he bowed at me even if I'm a stranger. I mean, Japanese people are really respectful. Now, I am tired of all the walking and shopping. I am now finally ready to eat. Who doesn't love ramen, right? So I dug into this restaurant in the Shijo-dori area. Please remember, osusume wa nan desu ka? That's just basically asking for the house specialty or what they can best recommend. I don't know Japanese, but I always make sure that when I visit a country, I memorize their words for the thank you, hello, and maybe this, what do you recommend? Now that I'm fully stuffed, I visited the Kamo River. I've wanted to check out that Starbucks. I thought it's really cool to dine on a floating coffee shop, but it was a bit late then. I don't want to stay up all night because of the caffeine. So, I just walk around Pontocho and just scout for potential restaurants to try the next day. I ended up on my first day in the Pontocho area. I noticed the irony of this city-like energy but surrounded by traditional establishments. I find it really cool. I did a lot of research on whether or not I should visit the bamboo forest early in the morning or not. But I did the early morning anyways, and you're about to know why. So it's day 2 of my trip to Japan and I'm still in Kyoto and I'm off to the bamboo forest. It's 4 a.m. now and it's crazy quiet here. It's crazy, guys.
まもなく発車いたします。本日も阪急電車をご利用いただきましてありがとうございます。
I put the station as one of the itineraries. I mean, look at the station. It looks so beautiful. Please consider taking pictures there. It somehow reminds me of platform 9 3/4 from Harry Potter. Besides, you paid for the train ride, so might as well maximize its worth. Now, on the way to the bamboo forest, you will pass through Kimono Park, that I think is best during the nighttime because I heard that it has colorful lighting. Togetsukyo Bridge, that I think is best for picnic if you visit with friends and family. Also, along the way, I passed through this area which has a lot of street foods and different stores. That is one of the disadvantages. Since I visited that early, a lot of stores are closed. Anyways, please take note that it's more than a 20-minute walk from the station, but I promise you it will be worth it. Wild guys, nandito na ako. It's 5:47 and nandito na ako sa Arashiyama Bamboo Forest and wala pang tao. Still, I'm so excited kasi I really wanna go here. Yung nakikita nyo ngayon, that is entrance pa lang yan. Mga 2-minute walk back from here. But I'm so happy kasi parang ako lang yun nandito. Yung lighting hindi masyadong maganda pala pag this early. Nevertheless, sobrang ganda ng bamboo. There's this Arashiyama Bamboo Grove walking tour. It says that this walking tour route will allow you to enjoy the bamboo grove and the surrounding sights while avoiding the worst of the crowd. You may read more about this tour through the link provided on the description down below. I think of joining this when I get back. After visiting the bamboo forest, I went straight to Fushimi Inari Shrine. Now, this place is really interesting. Not because it's selfie heaven. Let me suggest a different way to appreciate this place. You see, before I visit Japan, I have read an article from the same website mentioned earlier, and I have learned that this is an important Shinto shrine in southern Kyoto. Since it is deeply believed that Shinto shrines are the home of kami or Shinto gods, people visit shrines to pay respect to the kami or pray for good fortune. I have put the article links down on the description if you want to read more about Shinto shrines. Knowing these things give you that extra layer of experience. Hiningal ako. Mga 15 minutes na ako umakyat and pababa na ako ngayon. Pero ang ganda. Tapos ayun, kahit pala ano na ngayon, no? 8 a.m. sobrang dami ng tao, but there are places na hindi masyado maraming tao, so makakahanap ka pa rin ng place for you to take a photo. Co-travelers, please bring water with you or a snack. I don't remember someone mentioned about the trekking upon visiting. So, ang sabi ko, after the shrine, pupunta ako sa Gion. But doon naman yung hostel ko. But now, I've decided na umuwi muna kasi pawis na ako. Hindi ko alam talaga na may packet na magaganap. So, pawis ako. Para ako nag-workout. So, good thing is, kahit nag-travel ka, nakakapag-workout ka. After visiting the shrine, I had to go back to my hostel again because the checkout time is at 11 a.m. I don't want to pay another night since I'm already moving to Osaka on the afternoon. It's good that they have a space in that hostel where they can leave your luggage for free and just pick it up when you're ready to go. Besides, I really need to take a shower. Summer in Japan can be scorching hot. Since I'm all freshened up, I am ready to eat. I went to the restaurant I scouted the night before in the Pontocho area. Please take note that it opens at 11 a.m. Since I'm very hungry, I got myself a corn dog and this bread that is so cheap, it tastes incredible. Anyway, the night before, I researched the restaurant and found out from the reviews that it was one of the most mentioned must-try restaurants in the area. It's a bit pricey, but think about how hard you worked and that you deserve to treat yourself once in a while. I've learned that it was just fried for 60 to 120 seconds. It is so tender and crispy. The flavor is just there, very rich. Not to mention the dipping sauce experience. I mean, look at that. Come on. As it was served, I remember the staff explained it to me. It might not be perfect English, but the foodie in me understood every word of it. Besides, there's a guide on every table so you won't get lost. Believe it or not, this isn't sponsored. I just really love the experience and will definitely try it when I go back. Their website is provided in the description down below. Wait for my Kobe episode. I visited a different branch. I failed to resist this amazing restaurant apparently. After eating at Yukatsu Gion, it's a habit to look for sweets after a savory meal, right? So, since it's just 3 p.m., I've decided to visit Nineizaka again and look for the famous Starbucks there. I told myself that I could use some coffee since I'm moving from Kyoto to Osaka. Upon arrival, the queue line is insane, but man, it's very interesting. It was in this very traditional house and that the seats upstairs are very traditional. But yeah, it was packed so I wasn't able to dine. So, if you want to try dining in there, I suggest you go there a little early and approach the staff as soon as possible. Apparently, you won't be allowed to wait outside the store. So there, that's the reason why I end up in this cute Ghibli store. But hey, it was a blessing in disguise after all. I love Studio Ghibli and drinking this iced matcha latte while surrounded by Studio Ghibli figures. I mean, this is like Disneyland for me. That will be all, co-travelers. Thank you so much for joining me for the first episode of Tuesdays with me, Raf of Raf Roads. It was a pleasure to share with you my experiences. Please don't forget to subscribe. That way I would know if I need to post more content like this. Let me know in the comment section if you find this helpful. If it's not too much, please like and share this video as well. Again, this has been Raf Roads. Skip the Raf Road and always have a smooth sailing trip. See you in the next video.